send you the cloud link. And then Zoom has this stupid thing. 5 gigs is all the storage you can have unless you pay some outrageous amount of money. So just download it to your computer because it'll delete in a few days.
Okay.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, so let's talk about some leads. Where do you want to start?
Okay, well, I do have a few questions first.
Yep. Before we
So
get started, let me ask you this. Coaching, right? Not criticizing coaching. I want to ask questions. What book are you currently reading?
That actually not anymore. I finished that
Which one did you finish?
the Morning Miracle one.
The Miracle Morning. Did you implement it or just read it?
Just read it so far.
Yeah. What'd you think?
I like it. I don't know.
Does the
I
concept,
feel like usually
does the
it
concept
takes
make
me,
sense?
Yeah. Usually it takes me a minute to like, I don't know, like I read it and then I go back
Mm-hmm.
and kind of look through it again and then I can start implementing. But it takes me more than once to like, I don't know, for it to like sink in almost.
Yeah. My mentor taught me this. You want to hear what he taught me?
Mm-hmm.
Perfection is the enemy of done. So many times in life, I'm like, okay, I have this plan. I want to provide leads to the team, right? And I want to create this system where leads will come in for the team so that they can do it. But what I've done in the past is, okay, I have this great idea. Leads for the team, it's great. It helps everybody, right? It's a win-win-win all the way around. But then I think about it, I plan on it, I strategize, I gather materials, I read about it, and what do you think ends up happening?
Nothing.
It never gets started.
Yeah.
Because I'm too busy mulling it over, thinking about it, trying to perfect it, right? Because you don't want to put out an inferior system or product or something like that. So you know what he told me? It's not ready, aim, fire. You know what I'm saying? Like ready,
Yeah.
okay, I'm getting ready. Now I'm going to aim and then I'm going to fire. That's not it. It's ready, the thoughts in my head, fire, go. And then aim afterwards. Course correct as you go. So let's say you read the book. You think it's a good idea. Or it's kind of percolating, like, okay, it kind of makes sense. You should just do it.
Okay.
Implement, course correct as you go. And then if it's shit after a certain amount of time, dump it. But the biggest error that entrepreneurs make, and you're an entrepreneur as a realtor, right? You're your own business, is just go with it. If it's a good idea, just go with it. Course correct as you go. You can always dump it. You don't have to stick. If it's shit, you don't have to stick with it. That's the other thing. If something's shit and you've given it to a good college try, and you've gotten some advice on it, things like that, it's not working, just dump it.
Okay.
No harm in doing that. So if you think, okay, it's kind of maybe, just implement, go.
Okay.
And start it like tomorrow.
Okay.
Not telling you have to. I'm just saying on any idea you have.
Yeah.
Don't mull it over, things like that. That's a very corporate, what do they call it? Paralysis by analysis. Entrepreneurs don't have time for that.
Yeah.
Right? Because in a corporation, in a business, a big business type setting that's established, you have to get all the data sets and pull everything in and get approval and have it set up and mock up a business plan. You know what I mean? Entrepreneurs don't have that luxury. You got to go. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So good. You read that one. What are you going to read next?
I don't know.
Have you ever heard of the entrepreneur roller coaster?
No.
You want some suggestions?
Yeah.
Okay. Look up the entrepreneur roller coaster. It's in print and also audio. It's a great books that I recommend are not just mindset books. They're workbooks. They're things that, yes, you read, it's got good mindset stuff, but it literally has activities to go with it. That's what's so great about the Miracle Morning. It's not just, oh, it's a great idea to get up early and work on myself. No, it has an action plan you can put into place and start working the program immediately, right?
Yeah.
So anyways, the entrepreneur roller coaster is like that. It talks about utilizing your time properly and what metrics you should be analyzing in your business. Like, what is the most important thing? Lead generation, right? You'll figure that out in the book. That's a great one. Another book by the same author is called The Compound Effect. That's a quick read. The compound effect is very applicable to what we're doing as entrepreneurs, because it talks about the small, smart, tiny, seemingly insignificant choices that you make every single day that over the long run build up. And the great part about the book is he uses social proof of how it works. And it's really incredible. And it'll motivate you on those days when you're like, oh, I don't want to make my videos today. Send to my sphere. I don't want to reach out to 10 people in my phone. I don't want to send 10 videos to people on Facebook. I just don't want to do it. Because most of the time, you're not going to want to do it. That's the funny part as an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And so you have to act your way into feeling versus feel your way into acting. You're never going to feel like getting up early, ever. Who wants to get up early? Sucks. You don't feel good. You're groggy. So you have to act your way into feeling. You just have to throw your legs over the bed and just get up. And the motion of moving will bring your feeling around eventually into feeling better about the thing you're doing. Okay.
Yeah.
Same thing with doing the videos. I don't want to do the videos. Whip your phone out and start doing it. And by video 5, you'll be like, okay, this isn't that bad. But the first 5 are going to suck because you're like, oh, okay, here we go. But you have to just do it, right? It's called acting your way into feeling versus feeling your way into acting. That's what I have to do with like the gym. Hate working out. Like people that have smiles on their faces, I want to punch them in the face. Like, how can you be enjoying this?
Right.
I'm sweaty. People around me are sweaty and stink. I didn't like coming here. I don't like grunting.
Yep.
But it has to be done, right?
Yep.
But afterwards, how do you feel?
Good.
You feel, okay, I'm glad I did that. But the entire time getting there, putting on the shoes and getting going, I'm just like, I don't want to do this.
Yep.
Why am I going? Right, tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. Maybe later today I'll do it. You have to go then. Now, okay, good. Okay, so those are 2 good ones by the same author. Another good book is called the 10X Rule. Have you heard of that one?
No.
So I think I've got it right here, actually. Nope, I moved it downstairs. It's got a big 10X on it. Oh, here it is. So this guy, his wife's actually an EXP. They've got a huge monster team. He's a billionaire real estate investor. He's actually a great way if you want to get in on Miami high rises and things like that. If you want to get in, you can join his real estate investment trust. And you can, because you don't have millions of dollars yet, you can invest your thousands of dollars in on billion-dollar projects and get a return off them. Pretty cool. And anyways, that's a side note if you ever want to get into that investing, because you'll probably never have enough money to buy your own skyscraper.
Right.
But you can get in on it. Most skyscraper investments have a limit on your net worth as to when you can get in. And they start at like 10 million, or you have to be worth 100 million so you can get in on it. So the rich just get richer. Well, he doesn't believe that. He likes the normal people. He likes help with that. Anyways, but his book is all about activity. Don't measure your success based on the results. Measure your success each day based on your activity that you did. Because if you measure it, especially in a business like ours, you'll get very frustrated if you're measuring your results, your success based on results, because you can't control when someone's going to buy. So you can be like, I haven't sold a house in 2 months. I've been doing this 2 months, I haven't sold a house. That could wear on you subconsciously. So measure your success for the day based on, did I hit my data points of the activities I was supposed to do? If I did, that's a win. Check. I won today. If I didn't, how do I make up for what I didn't do yesterday and then do it today so I can have a win today?
Mhm.
That book is great. The 10X rule. He has audio and also print. I always recommend on these workbook type things to not only just listen to it, but read it also. You'll get two
Yeah.
different completely things from it. That is a great book for what we're doing with lead generation. If you're not getting the results you want, do you decrease the goal or do you increase your activity? What do you think?
Increase your activity.
Increase your activity levels. His theory is this. If you think you need to send 10 text messages today, get crazy and do 100. 10X it. Just get nuts. Just like, you know what? Screw it. Today, I'm going to go friggin' crazy and watch what happens. If you 10X it, you'll do way better than your goal, right? And so if you're like, okay, I have to do this many each day to hit my goal, then what's wrong with just go nuts? Anyways, so try one of those 3 books, or I would recommend all 3 of them sometime. Pick out which one you want to do first, depending on where you're at in how you're feeling with your progress that you're doing. So great. All right. So that's a good thing. I always like to start with mindset first because you hear me say this every day. It's the number one thing you have to have as an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You have to have the mindset and the personal growth to become the best version of yourself and understand that motivation is an internal thing. Nobody can motivate you. Not me, not the government, it's inside. And most of the time, you're not going to be motivated to do what you need to do. And that's normal. Once you know that that's normal and be like, okay, I don't feel like doing this, but you know what? No one does. If it were easy, right? Everybody would have what I want to have.
Right.
Right. You know, that 6 figures a year plus with a free schedule to do what I want. Everybody wants that. But very, very few are willing to put in what it takes to get it.
Yeah.
And but I want to say also give you a compliment, Stacey, and I notice you showing up on the stuff. We notice you coming to the meetings and things like that. Keep doing that. Don't let it fall off. Too many new agents that we coach with, they start off strong, they come in hot, they're coming to the events and things like that, and then they slowly unplug because the feeling, trying to feel their way into acting versus acting their way into feeling. Okay, great. Perfect. But we've noticed, we've seen it. It's a good job.
Thank you.
So let's talk a little bit about what you got going on.
Yeah. Well, my first question, and I think I already know the answer to it, but is Mike's app only for the BELP leads or is it for anybody?
Say that again. I was drinking and I swallowed really hard and missed it.
Mike's app.
Mike's app.
Is that for everybody?
For everybody. So
okay.
As an independent contractor working with Stacey and I, we are not your boss, so we don't tell you who to use. I recommend developing a relationship with a minimum of 3 lenders and getting to know them. We introduce you to ours that we use. Don't get anything out of it, but we introduce them to you because we want you to start with a good one right out of the gate.
Yeah.
I would also recommend meeting some others. Maybe somebody that works at NFM lending or something like that. Do you have a LinkedIn page?
I do.
You'll get hit on is not the right word. You'll get approached on LinkedIn by lenders and things like that, wanting to grab a cup of coffee with you, wanting to have a conversation, wanting to have a Zoom. And I would encourage you to develop other relationships with other lenders. Stacey and I have at least a dozen that we use. Some are specialty lenders for certain things. But we direct the bulk of our stuff to Mike because we know what he does and we've had a 20-year relationship. So that was the long answer to your short question. Yes, it's for everybody. So you can use that app for everybody you get in. Same thing goes with Kelly Armstrong. If you get anybody that needs credit, she doesn't call it credit repair. What does she call it? She has a term for it. Credit rebuilding. She has credit enhancement, I think she calls it. She's got a fancy name for it. But you know who I'm talking about? Financial, Kelly Armstrong. Yeah. So one thing great about being a millennial where you are, you're millennial, Gen Z. What are you?
I don't even know.
What year were you born?
98.
Yeah, you're a millennial. So, because I think Gen Z started 99, 2000, whatever.
Mhm.
But the millennial group in general, right? There's 94 million of you guys. You've heard me say this before. It is the biggest set of home buyers coming online. Why is it great? Because you're right there at their age, their lifestyle, and things like that. Some of them, a big chunk of them, are going to need some credit enhancement to be able to
Mhm.
buy. You can be that source, and you can be that message to the millennial population of, hey, you don't need 20% to buy. A realtor doesn't cost you anything. And by the way, I have a way for you to have your credit enhanced so that you can buy that ultimately won't cost you anything out of pocket. Hit me up. Or however you millennials talk.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys say hit me up. However you guys talk. And it's a great way to get those type of leads coming in. Here's the great thing about millennials. If it's their first house, guess how many realtors they have? None.
None.
They need you. They think they have to pay you, and they don't.
Mhm.
That's great news to them, right?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I can get you on the new builds. I've got homes. I've got grant money available. Hit me up. You got all these neat things that they need, and they're going to love you for it, right? And you can put it out on your messaging systems, whatever you're using, right?
Yeah.
Those little quick hits make great. Do you use TikTok at all?
No, not
No. Okay.
really.
I would say if you did start that, those messages are great for going viral on it. As far as, hey, you can buy a house for zero money down. You do a quick hit on TikTok or a reel. Use Instagram.
Yeah.
Do a reel based on that, right? A short reel. Yeah, they're called reels.
Mhm.
And do that. And then you can also auto-populate that over to your YouTube channel as a short. And then you can put it on your Facebook, right? You can make one piece of content and put it everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's good stuff on that as far as lead generation and going with that. So yep, that you knew the answer to that, but also develop other relationships, because what can happen is you can create what I call reciprocal business. You know what I mean when I say that?
Yeah.
I bring something to you, you bring something to me, right?
Yeah.
The old, I'll scratch my back, you scratch yours, right?
Mhm.
Or yeah, something like that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But with those lenders, what you can do is sometimes the way they work it, they'll come out and tell you, like, look, you bring me a buyer to get pre-qualified. My next pre-qualified buyer comes in, I give to you to sell a house.
Mhm.
Have that. Or if you're interested in doing the recruiting part, a lot of times they know agents that are broker shopping,
Yeah.
and they can introduce them to you, and you'll introduce them to me, and I'll get them for you.
Okay.
That's how that works. Same thing with same thing with title companies. Same thing with inspectors. Same thing with home warranty people. You don't get to know a group of them.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Mhm.
Great question.
I remember at our first meeting, you said like find like articles related to real estate just to be able to like post on your Facebook and stuff.
Yep.
I can't remember where you were finding those. Are you just
Yeah.
finding those on like
Yep.
just news sites?
So like what type of news do you go to normally? Give me
I
a,
usually don't.
let's go to Columbus, Ohio real estate news. See what pops up. Okay, the Business Journal, Columbus residential real estate news. Well, prices drop in 2023 near Columbus, Ohio. Wow, look at that. So here's the thing about Google. I don't really like Google because they're like the internet overlords, but we'll use them for what they are. I'm sorry, Google, don't strike me down. You're probably listening. But will home prices drop in 2023 near Columbus, Ohio? That's a question people are asking. So if you want to have good social media content, which by the way, your social media is on point, it looks great. You want to answer the question, right? And so
Yeah.
here's some information on it, right? Of what's going on, what's happening. Columbus Board of Realtors has information, okay? And you pull stuff down like that, and you can give your own commentary on it. And here's what I think, okay?
Okay.
Columbus is a steadily growing real estate market. You think people would like to know that, right? There you go, May 11th, 2023. That kind of stuff, pretty simple.
Yeah.
It's great to have the content, and then if you know how to do like that little green screen thing with Instagram, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yep.
You're kind of hovering in front of the article, and you can kind of just read the article. piece of
Yeah.
article to them, turn it into a reel.
Okay.
Great piece of content and way to do that. And of course, the Columbus Board of Realtors website, columbusrealtors.com. You've been to that one, I'm sure.
Yep.
They have great articles all the time with local statistics, which what people want, right? Real estate's hyper local. You can give national trends, but really the country is so, look at cattail hanging down. Oh, you didn't like that. The country is so big, you can give false positives or false negatives
Yeah.
by giving them too broad information. When we say real estate's hyper local, even Columbus data is almost too big. Yeah, 2 pushing 3 million people here.
Yeah.
It boils down to neighborhood. So if you got a neighborhood you want to talk about, you can even narrow it down even further. Another great piece of content that no one is doing, no one, including me, and I'm getting ready to start doing it, but it's a big city.
Yeah.
It's to pull CMA data and do a video on it. So
Okay.
like this. So you go to, don't make fun of all my tabs I have open. Stacy hates it. She's like, you have too many open. Why did I have to reopen them when I need them?
Right.
She's making fun of my too many tabs open, Stacy. She's like, that thing. All right. This is hopefully good. Hopefully my thing logs in because I don't know my password. I try to avoid going to the MLS as much as possible. Okay, MLS. And then you pull up, let's say you want to do Dublin schools. Okay. So let's see what's going on in Dublin. We want to know not only everything that's available, is our dog coming in, we want to know what's pending and what's closed. Okay. In the last year. And then we want to do Dublin schools. Do whatever you want to do, but I'm just using some data here. Let's see what we got. Okay. And tab out of that. Should let me lower it down. All right. 1,357 listings matched. So let's go with something different. Let's put single family homes in to make that a little smaller. Let's go with just single family freestanding. See how many we get. How many results we got now? 953. All right, still going. So Dublin is going strong. Let's just see what we get. So we're gonna go with the list. It's gonna chug 953. I'm gonna select all. So I'm gonna select the first 200. Boo. Okay, we're gonna shrink it down even more. Hang on. Edit search. Let's go with 4-bedroom homes minimum. Okay, with 2.5 baths. It's taking it down to 700, 2 baths minimum and 2.5. Now let's see what we got. All right, 629. We're getting it down there. Let's go with let's go in the last 6 months. Okay, so I'm going to go since December 15th. And same thing here. Because I don't want to go back a full year because it's changed a bunch. Now let's see what we got. 300, we're getting there. All right, beautiful. Let's take a look at, and we want to do it with, I'm going to take Dublin schools out of there and go with a smaller one, just for the fun of it. Goodbye, Dublin. We're going to go with, nothing will probably pop up, but New Albany. Albany Plain, let's see what happens. See how many listings we get. 92, there we go. All right, so we're going to list that. This is going to be a great idea for you to do, so no one's doing this yet. And we're going to select them all. And then we're going to do the CMA, one-line CMA. And you can literally just pop open Zoom. This is populating. And you can hover your face over it, right? It's kind of like we're looking right now. And you can go through it and say, this is a market report on the last 6 months is what's happened in New Albany school system. Now, we did narrow it down a little bit, and you can tell them what you've done. I did at least 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, on it, just so you know what's going on. And here's what we've got. Active listings right now, total of 12. Okay, pretty crazy. The sales, the average square footage is right around 5,700 square feet, and $350 a square foot is what's listed for sale right now. And you can just talk about it, right? Here's the average. Right now, the average price out of those 12 is 1.5 million, with the median at right at 1.6 million going on in New Albany for sale right now. Here's what's contingent under contract, and you can let them know right that. And you can literally take a 1-minute video and take the data and do it for different places.
Okay.
And then just saying, here's what's closed, and you can just show it and highlight it.
Okay.
And it's a great way to get some data out there. If the data sets are too big, like the Dublin one, just narrow it down to here's what's happened in the last 30 days while it was
okay.
up. Great. And that's a great way to put your own data out there. It's your face on it, talking to your people, but you seem like a genius, right? Because
Yeah.
that's what people want. They want data. They want to know what's going on. And I've seen people doing this somewhat, but they're doing a static photo just on Instagram and stuff like that versus doing the video and talking through it. And you want to keep the video short, people have short attention span. But people are just kind of superimposing their photo over the Columbus Board of Realtors snapshot of what's going on, and they're posting that. They're getting a lot of likes and stuff, and it looks like engagement. But if you do a video, I think you get a bunch.
Okay.
Okay. That's a great piece of content. And the Columbus Board of Realtors website's a great spot to get that data too, if you want the stuff that's already done. They've got all kinds of things. Realtor Care Day, we weren't in on that. Housing reports right down here for realtors. Boom. There you go. January, February, March, April. It is running a little bit behind. That's why I like the MLS idea, because this is like, this just happened, right?
Yeah.
The month of May. And they run their stuff late, and you can take a look at it, see what it's got going on, and use the chart. There you go. You can do it that way too, which gives them a bigger snapshot.
Okay.
That's already done for you if you want to do the entire MLS. Pretty cool. You can do a neat video on that. Anyways, it'd be great to put out that kind of content. It'll put you, establish you, if you're market report Wednesdays or whatever you want to do, right? And then you can do it and over and over and over, and you'll grow content and put it on all your stuff, your YouTube channel, your Instagram. If you do a TikTok, do that. The only reason I mentioned TikTok is a lot of millennials are on there, and why it is a lot of just crazy kids and stuff like that, but it's starting to become more and more business oriented. And even though they may not be buying houses now, they will buy houses one day in the future. The idea behind, and I learned this the other day, the idea behind TikTok marketing is to build your audience. Has the algorithm allows stuff to go viral easier. So you can build your audience so that you can get them to your other sources of content, your YouTube page and stuff like that.
Right.
There you go.
Okay.
That's the idea behind it. I don't know too many people that are selling houses off TikTok, but they are using it to grow their engagement in their audience, and then getting that audience, hey, for more detailed content, come to my YouTube channel, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Great. Good stuff on that. Great question.
So Stacy posted, I want to say it was a new build like this past week. Like on her social media page. Like how do you do that?
Yeah. So let's see. Facebook. Hopefully my stuff doesn't have anything offensive on it. It doesn't. It's the first time I've ever got on there and not had that happen. Stacy J. And let's see what she put out. Was it her business page, or was it oh, that's a great picture. That's Stacy's best friend Jill, who just died. It's James on there. Let's see. Oh, there's me tagging Stacy in my propaganda. Shows up on her. That's good. It's good. Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of pictures of that. Let's see. So was it this one? Nope, it wasn't.
No.
Not talking about that one. Let's keep going. I'm probably in trouble because I probably didn't like it. Let's see. Did you see Valerie?
I did see that. Yeah.
$420,000 Check. How awesome is that?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So I
Nope,
can
not that
give it
one.
a try.
Not that one. She does a lot of posting,
She does.
which is good. Oh, these are all of our, if you post anything, make sure you use your KV Core link. She did a great job on this one.
Okay.
You know how to do that, right?
No, so I guess that's the question.
Okay.
Because I want to say she posted this one right here.
This one, perfect. All right. So in this one, she did not use KV Core on it. Okay.
Okay.
You can get some business off it. You might get somebody to click through and message you on it and things like that, right? Or send you a text or something. You could do that. But if you want the AI to go to work for you, you're going to use your KV Core. And so inside KV Core, you want to go to YouTube and you want to go to Inside Real Estate. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, you definitely want to subscribe to Inside Real Estate. Are you subscribed to that one yet?
I want to say yes, but don't quote me
Just
on
make
that.
sure you'll get a copy of this video. This is actually such good stuff. We might have to use this for the rest of the team and put this out there for everybody. You'll be the guinea pig if you give me the thumbs up on that. I'll send this out to everybody. Okay, so Inside Real Estate, you click into the channel. Once you're in the channel, this is a search icon over here that will only search inside the channel. Okay.
Okay.
And what we want to build is, they're called manual. Whoops, that's not how you spell manual. Manual. Now I know that people are going to watch this. I'm manual listings. Let's see if that pulls up this way. How to add a manual listing. Do you see this right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Inside of your KV Core, inside your lead engine that you have, go to that next. You're going to click on this and you're going to open this up on if you're fancy like Chris Lott and you have 2 or 3 or 4 computer screens, you can open it on one computer screen. I'm old school. I have to open it on an iPad.
That's what I do.
Okay, good. And then you're going to have this running on the iPad next to you. And so you can pause it and then go to your KV Core and do what your KV Core says. Right? So kvcore.exprealty.com.
Yeah, because I remember watching a video on it at some point, but then I couldn't find that video again. So I was like, I might as well just ask.
Yep. So it's good. So in your listings in here, right, you can go in there and it'll teach you how to build a manual listing and then how to promote it. Okay. And how you can do that. And that's how that'll work. And that's a great one to be able to do it. You can just advertise like what she had there. And hope that people are going to reach out to you and contact you and not just go straight to the builder. That's the tough part, right?
Yeah.
Will they come in there? But so this is buyers stop. This home is ready now. She uses tons of emojis. I know your social media is on point too. Hers is really, she does great with it. And then she puts out some of the stuff that people are going to be interested in. My personal feeling is, if you can get with your new build rep and they'll allow you to do a payment range. I know Miranda Homes will allow you to do a payment range. I'm not sure if Justin or Krista will allow you to do it, but if they will, I would run a payment in there.
Okay.
You know, if you're paying more than $2,000 a month in rent, we need to talk, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever it is, right? Wherever it's coming in. Because first-time home buyers especially, they buy payments, not price. Now, here's one of her big kickers. Look at this. What's going on in the news right now? Everybody's talking about rates. Look at that. 5% interest rate. Boom. And if you ever see something that you like, okay, so you like this ad of Stacy's, just shoot her a quick text, say, hey, are you cool with me copying your ad?
Okay.
99% of the time, she's going to say yes, unless she's got like a specific thing she was doing with it. But 99% of the time, you're going to get a yes.
Okay.
Same thing with probably most of the other agents, right? Most of them are in leadership roles. They're going to say, yeah, you can copy what I've got. No problem. Okay.
Okay.
You will get less engagement if you share hers. The quick and easy way is to just share hers, but you'll get less engagement. It's better to copy it and make it your own and put some of your own content in.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Following her exact structure is a perfect way to generate leads, and then get a great picture of the house, right? This one
Yeah.
came off of, looks like right off the MLS. I see the watermark on it.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you even want to go and get the good real photo from, I think she slapped this together off her phone one day when she was just like messing around,
Yeah. Okay.
probably while I was driving somewhere. Did that answer your question?
Yeah. Yep.
Yep, that's how it works. I would pop these things out there once a day,
Okay.
different one each day, and have them, and just, recycle them once you have them. The amount of time that you're going to be in someone's newsfeed is very short, right? It's it doesn't stay on there for very long. But if you wanted to 10x, since we're talking about the 10x book, if you wanted to 10x that content, what would you do? You would open this up, get a screenshot of this, open this up, and put your face in front of it and read the points. The green screen thing I was telling you about?
Yeah.
Those are big on YouTube and stuff like that. And go, look, the builder is paying $7,500 in closing costs. And by the way, the builder rep represents the builder. I'd be representing you as the buyer. You can get a 4.99% 30-year fixed interest rate. Look at this. You don't have to deal with bidding wars. If you have a house to sell, it's okay. They also take VA and FHA. Hit me up. Bam, 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 bam. See how that it turns it from a static thing like that and turn it into a video. And then you can put the video everywhere.
Okay.
Off the static post. And those are great ways for what I call passive lead generation. Okay. You know the difference between active lead generation and passive lead generation?
I think.
You've seen somebody's knuckles that hairy? Crazy. Like a wolf. The dog, that's why the dog likes me so much in the wreck. I'm as hairy as they are. You do know the difference between the two?
Yeah, I think so.
Tell me what do you think?
Like active, you're actively looking and spending time each day, but passive is you have something that's already kind of set up and people are looking at it and coming to you from that.
You're right. One additional piece to that is this. Active means, yes, you have activity, but you are actively approaching an individual, person to person. And when I say person to person, could be live, it could be a direct text to them, it could be a phone call, it could be a video message through Messenger, right?
Okay.
It could be an audio message on iMessage that goes out to them, and you know that they got it because it disappears after they heard it, right?
Yeah.
That is active prospecting. I'm actively coming to you and looking to build a connection between us, just becoming closer, becoming a friend, with the potential, not with any expectation, but with the potential in the future that we could get talking real estate and get into it. Okay.
Yeah.
That is active prospecting. I'm talking to a potential prospect.
Okay.
Trying to initiate a direct conversation with them is the, I guess, exactly what I'm trying to say. Most agents don't do that. Most don't. In fact, if you heard the mastermind I did last week, in fact, I'm doing one today too, but last week, maybe it was 2 weeks ago, with a young guy, first year in real estate, did 58 transactions, something like that, right? 20 million in sales. 3 hours a day, he actively reached out to people. Active, direct stuff. He had the socials going and all that, but that's all passive because you're waiting on someone to respond to you off of something going out there. Active means called them. And you can actively prospect mom and dad, friends. Mom and dad aren't selling their house for 10 years, right? It doesn't mean you can't actively prospect them and say, hey, who do you know that is, possibly looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? Hey, mom, I know you're on Facebook. Could you share my post? Right? Anything like that to stay in front of them, to keep you top of mind awareness for them that, hey, I'm looking for people.
Okay.
That is active prospecting too. Nothing wrong with that. Make a list of people that love you the most, who loves you the most, and remind them that the greatest act of love is sharing my post and referring me people that might be looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate. You have to subliminally put it in their mind, or they won't remember because they got so much shit going on themselves.
Right.
You don't want it to be an, oh yeah, you want them to be actively looking with you. So
Yeah.
that same thing with your husband, right? When he runs across somebody that even says the word house, his ears perk up and he's on it.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, perfect. That's the difference between the two.
Perfect.
What else you got?
I think that's all my questions. I think.
How about some hard questions? They're not hard. Nothing I do is hard. Everything I do is fun. How many videos have you sent to leads where you got a lead and you send them a, hey, my name's Sarah.
None yet.
Real estate. Try it and see what happens.
Okay.
Watch what happens. Why does it work? Why
Because
will
they
it work?
see your face and hear your voice.
And because no one else is doing it. Do you know in the old days, I'm talking old days, before you were born days, email marketing was the best marketing in the world. Now, how does email marketing work? A 0.5 to 1% response rate on emails you send out. Why?
Probably because most people just delete them or don't look.
Yep. Why do they delete them and not look?
I don't know.
Because everybody sends them.
Yeah.
Everybody does it. Right?
Yeah.
Text message marketing recently, up until about 5-6 years ago, used to kick ass. It was awesome. It was the greatest. But now you'll look down, you have 39 texts. You know that 30 of those probably at least are some type of marketing message.
Yeah.
You don't get excited because you get so many of them.
Right.
Marketing is like this. What's different and stands out is what works. No realtors, none, are sending video messages. They're just not to their leads. They're just not. They're not sending them to their clients. They're not sending them to people that love them. They're not sending them to people that know them on social, and they're definitely not sending them to the leads. And because of that is why it'll work.
Okay.
Internet lead a lot of times is signed up to 10, 15 realtors, email lists, and things like that. And so all their AIs are talking to the people. Right? But Sarah sent me a video.
Yeah.
Because when it comes through in the text, your face is there. They're like, what the heck is this? What they're going to do. You're going to stick out. Your personality is going to come through, and then everything that you said from there is right. Your face, they can hear you. They can see you. You're a real person. You're less scary. And they'll have a chance to engage with you. And in your message, you're going to put some hooks. Do you remember what the hooks are? Or the USPs?
One was like, it doesn't cost you anything to use me as a realtor.
Number one thing. Yep.
I know that like you and Stacy both use the, like, I am a real person line. That's all I can think of off the top of my head though.
Those are great. So that's a great start on that. How about people that coming in, do you think they'd be interested in free money? I have access to down payment assistance money.
Okay.
If you're interested in some free money, right? From the government.
Yeah.
People don't know that stuff exists. Right? That money is awesome. Not everybody qualifies for it, but that doesn't matter. We're just trying to get them to respond.
Yeah. You just want to
qualify, maybe
entice
they
them.
don't, right?
Yeah.
I also have access to shadow inventory that you cannot find on the internet by using Zillow or whatever like that. I have access to that locally. That's a big one because now you got something they want.
Yeah.
Because they've seen everything. They're
Right.
on Zillow, they're on realtor.com, they're on Trulia, they're on your website, they're on. What do you mean there's stuff that's not on the internet? Now they're like, wait a minute.
Right. Okay.
Those are the hooks. And you can put those in a nice message, and you practice a few times and do your video on it. It works great. If you can personalize it and use their name, it'll increase your engagement. If you're just terrified to do the video or something like that, because I don't know, people get weird about being on video. It took me a long time to get over it. Just like, this is who I am. My mentor taught me this. She said, if people don't like the way you look or sound on video, they're not going to like the way you look or sound in person. So you might as well just get it over with now.
Right.
Not have to deal with it. And I was like, that makes so much sense. She goes, it's a time saver for you. You have to meet them, and then they're like, we don't like something about this person.
Right.
Crazy, he's too loud, he's too this, too hairy, whatever. Might as well get it over with.
Yeah.
Okay. But if for whatever reason that's terrifying to you, you're thinking you're going to stumble over your words or whatever. I mean, it's a video, so you can redo it if it doesn't work. But you can just create one that's perfect with the ring light and with the hair and all the stuff that girls do and everything they do like that. You can make one that's just perfect.
Yeah.
Got your 4 things, and you're just not using their name, just make it generic. Hey, I just want to let you know, I've been trying to reach out to you, and I want to let you know I'm a real person. My name is Sarah Thomas. I'm here in Central Ohio. I'm a realtor. You may or may not know this, but it doesn't cost you anything to use a realtor. I have access to down payment assistance money that's out there available. It's like, who doesn't like free money? Hit me up. We'll see if you qualify. Also, let you know, I do have homes available in shadow inventory that you can't find on the internet anywhere. I know about those ones locally and the ones that are coming soon, and can hook you up and get you in on those. Let me know if you'd like to talk. Love to catch up with you. Just hit me up anyway. It's good for you. Email, text, phone, whichever you like to do. And we'll talk soon. See you.
Okay.
You see how it just,
Yeah.
that's going to take down their level of, and also pique their curiosity.
Okay.
And you can either do it individually to each one, or create one perfect one and send that out.
Okay.
The idea of creating one and sending it out is better than not doing one at all, because you're terrified to try to rip off what I just said off the top of my head. Because you haven't done it enough yet, right?
Right.
I just know it, so I can ad lib it.
Okay. Perfect.
Cool. But try it. Try it on your leads.
Okay.
Create a video, send it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And watch what happens. Have you, and I'll let you off here. 2 more questions. Have you sent any mass texts to the leads? You may not have enough leads in there to send mass texts. Have you done that yet?
I haven't.
Great opportunity coming up with July 4th to just send a social message to them. Right?
Okay.
You know, you can do that. There's holidays that come through all the time. I think there's like a national calendar day thing that shows off to the, you know, it was National Flag Day the other day. It was national, whatever. You can do those, but definitely the big holidays. It's a great way to reach out to them. Those monthly market reports that we were talking about, local reports, those are great things to send to the lead. It's a piece of valuable information that you're just sending out to them, right? And there's also a mass email on it too, where you can do an email. Those that aren't just part of the AI sending it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How many emails do you have in your phone? How many contacts are in your phone?
Quite a few.
Yeah, if you go to your iPhone, you go all the way to the bottom of contacts, it'll tell you how many you have. I think I have like 8,000, right?
8,000.
I think so.
That's insane.
I've never deleted anybody, just kept them. I'm old, remember? Been around a long time, get to know a lot of people.
I have like 500.
Okay, perfect. Have you uploaded those to KV Core?
No.
So KV Core, you can download, are you Apple iPhone?
Yeah.
Perfect. So you can download those to a CSV file, and you can upload those into KV Core, and you can tag them hashtag personal contacts or something like that, right? And so when you want to send out your mass email for 4th of July, happy Independence Day, United States, right? Love being American. Thanks for being my friend, blah, blah, blah. You can send it to everybody, hashtag personal contact that was in here, and mass send it out through KV Core.
Okay.
And oh, by the way, I have an app that can track the value of your home.
Okay.
EXP 360 homes, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know about that. That's
Yeah.
also something you can give to your leads.
Okay.
Give them the ability to use that. And when they register for it, they're registered with you, right?
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. The my link, my lead thing that's coming is going to be great. You can send that to your database, but you got to have a way to mass communicate. Makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah.
Those are passive. They're very quick to do. You
Mm-hmm.
smash out an email in 15 minutes and send it to 500 people.
Right.
It's okay, right?
Yeah.
Same thing with a mass text, right? And then where was I going with that? I had something I was going to say. Anyways, that's how my brain works like that. But you can send mass stuff like that to them. And then also you have other messages you can send to your leads that are going on. But your best source of business is going to come from people that know you. But you got to start a regular communication. Oh, I know what I was saying. Mass email and mass texting is passive reach outs.
Mm-hmm.
The active reach out is, hey, Susie, we haven't talked in years. Love to catch up with you if you'd love to talk and reconnect. Love to see what's going on with your life. Saw you kids got straight A's on the report cards on Facebook. Great stuff on that. Catch up with you soon. And then if she's looking to have a connection, she'll reach back out and say, hey, man, it has been forever. Let's grab a cup of coffee. Bingo.
Okay.
That is active prospecting.
Okay.
Hey, there's Blondie.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, at 1:15 today, if you're free, if not, we're recording it, but Tanisha's writing her first offer. So we're going to do, Chastity's going to join me because I'm going to be there to kind of add information about the offer itself. But Chastity does all the dot loop stuff to show you guys how to do them in dot loop and how to send for signatures and all that fun stuff.
How do you write an offer?
Yeah, basically how to write an offer.
No, I said,
Okay.
how do
Oh,
haven't done one. I don't do real estate.
so
Like it.
I'll send out the Zoom link for it, but we are going to record it. And then I'm
Yeah.
going to put it in that mentee group I started. I just added the other girls this morning.
Okay. Perfect.
But we think you're doing great. Stacy loved your social media.
Yeah, you're on point with that.
Thank you.
Anybody that lands on it will not know that you're new.
Yeah. That which is
That
the
was, that was the hope anyways with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You add this other stuff that you and I are talking about where it positions you as the expert. with
Yeah.
video. No one else is doing it, but all the coaches are teaching that it needs to be done. You're going to be light years ahead of everyone else because it's different than what everybody else is doing.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and are you with your leads that you're working? I haven't heard from you at all. Are you getting any responses? You know how to like talk to them or like you're okay with that or need help with any of that?
I've been doing good with it so far. A lot of it I haven't had like
Good response. That's to be expected.
responses with a lot. I just sent one over to Mike last night.
Great
Oh.
job.
And so I got them connected last night. So I'm gonna touch base with them at some point today.
I'm getting a
and just see how
couple
that's going.
lower end buyers approved that I probably won't take out. I'm running them through the same process. They came in different routes of internet leads. When I
Mhm.
get one that's ready to go, if you want it, I'll pass it off to you. I think
Okay.
one's in New York for about 150.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can, those are the ones that are really there. The people are very grateful. Usually young. This one happens to be an older couple with age. She's so excited.
It wouldn't have been a Zoom without a cat in it. Perfect. We got them to match our furniture.
Those are good to chomp,
Right.
like, cut your teeth on.
Okay.
They're just grateful to be out and help and
Yep.
to help and stuff like
It
that.
never hurts to have another set of eyes look at a response. Like, hey, they sent this. I'm
Mhm.
thinking about sending this. What do you think? Tweak, touch, adjust.
Okay.
Right. And it helps with that. But basically, Tanisha's deal she's doing, Stacy, she said, they sent this. What should I send? Stacy said, send this. And then it just went like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. So I'll send you that. Actually, I'm gonna put it in the big group too. If anybody wants a refresher, tag it,
Yeah.
but I'll tag you guys under it from the Zoom link.
It's good to know how to use that paperwork because when you're panicked and you need to have an offer out in an hour and you haven't worked on it, that's not the time to learn.
Yeah.
It's not the time to
Right.
learn.
That's not one to ask. That's not like
Right.
checks.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
All right, good.
All
I'm
right.
gonna stop our recording so I can send it.